The most noble human being I've ever known in my life.
Tears and fears tonight in this rural Pine Island community of Bokeelia 24 hours after their neighbor was killed. And the man who says he killed him then drove the body clear across the county in the back of his pickup truck to his lawyer's office. Tonight, we're hearing dueling descriptions of both the dead man and the man who says he killed him. Let's start with what we do know for sure right now, beginning with John Marshall. This is his mugshot from a previous arrest. We're going to get to that in a minute. He reportedly told his lawyer that he killed 65-year-old Ted Hubble Jr. in self-defense. Now, we got Hubble's name from the Lee County Sheriff's Office, but that's all they're going to say about this case right now. That means we don't know the official cause of death or the motive, and no one's been arrested as far as we know. But neighbors tell us the men both own neighboring lots in the Pine Island community of Bokeelia, and they had been feuding. They also tell us John Marshall didn't actually live on the lot in Bokeelia. We do know that he used to live in the Cape, and that's where Katie Jones has been working to find out more.
Patrick, neighbors tell us a little over a week ago, John Marshall moved out of this home that's now for rent in southwest Cape Coral. They say he didn't live here long, was standoffish, and mainly kept to himself. But those living near Marshall's property in Bokeelia say he's downright dangerous. A bizarre crime is all the buzz in this typically quiet Cape Coral neighborhood. Neighbors we talked to can't believe a man living so close to their families killed another man, apparently in self-defense. Those living near Marshall's property in Bokeelia, where that deadly shooting happened, are in shock but not surprised, adding Marshall could be eerily cold.
His soul has no depth. It has no substance. He was all about himself.
They describe Marshall as a loose cannon and say they fear for their own lives as they mourn the loss of their dear friend and neighbor, Ted Hubble.
The most noble human being I've ever known in my life. And I've not slept, and I've not... Like I say, I have no more tears to shed.
Neighbors remember Ted as someone who loved the environment and say Marshall went out of his way to level trees, cap gopher tortoise nests, and place a porta potty just feet away from Ted's property. They can't believe the neighborly feud turned deadly, and even more puzzled as to why Marshall loaded Hubble's body into the back of his pickup truck, driving it 25 miles away to his attorney's office. But they say one thing is for certain, Marshall needs to be off the streets and behind bars.
And the fact that sheriffs don't put him in prison right now scares me. We're afraid for our lives.
Marshall's former neighbors here in southwest Cape Coral say his family lived here about 6 months. No word on where Marshall and his family are staying right now. His attorney tells us he has advised his client not to speak out about the incident. Reporting in Cape Coral tonight, Katie Jones, Fox 4 in your corner.
All right,